Big day for some car enthusiasts in Modesto. In just a few hours, City Council is set to vote on whether to lift a ban on cruising that's been in place since 1990. KCRA 3's Josie Hart is live at Modesto City Hall for us tonight. So, Josie, what are community members saying about this?
Well, the cruising culture is huge here in Modesto, and that comes without saying, which is exactly why a lot of people out here want this ban to be lifted. And as you can see behind me, all over the street in front of City Hall, we see a lineup of lowriders, and these are all either members of local car clubs or just residents that are lining up their cars in anticipation for the final decision. Now, just to give some background on why this is a big deal for the people here, cruising down the streets on a large scale became a huge movement and a lifestyle here, and it became a larger movement after George Lucas created his film American Graffiti, which showed the characters in the film cruising down the streets of Modesto. And since then, all the cruising events here drew thousands and thousands of people just wanting to take part, but it did lead to some dangerous situations. Police say they noticed some violence and criminal activity happen, and that's why the ban was imposed. But it's been a long time since then, and police say they haven't really had any issues during the traditional car shows out here, and that's why the lift is being considered. Now, we spoke with residents out here, and they told us that the possibility of removing the ban, it would mean a lot to them, and here's what they had to say.
Something that's been generational that they can continue to pass on to their up-and-coming offsprings and their kids, because it started back in the late 40s and it's continued all the way till the 90s when it became outlawed, and then it became harder for them to be able to do that. By lifting this ban, they'll be able to do it freely, not thinking subconsciously that I'm going to be penalized for something that we've done for generations.
Now, Modesto police say that people have been asking for the ban to be lifted more and more over the last year, and that they decided it was time to make a change. Now, another big concern that was raised is whether or not lifting the ban could open the door for things like sideshow activities. We see that happening more and more everywhere, but police say they do have a plan in place to handle that, as well as fines and generally some consequences that are being considered for any sideshow participants and for any spectators. Now, the city council meeting is set to start here just at about 5:30, and all the residents out here tell us that they will be here for the afternoon to hear what decision is ultimately made. For now, reporting in Modesto, Josie Hart, KCRA 3 News.
So, Josie, how soon could people start cruising again if the ban is in fact lifted?
Well, we did ask a city spokesperson, and he said there's kind of a process that goes to that. There's no exact hour or date. What they did tell us about is that there's signage that is around the city, and that tells people basically that the cruising is banned here. Now, they kind of jumped the gun. They say that a lot of those signs have been taken down, and that's something people need to pay attention to. If those signs are down, that means that cruising is allowed, but they do say that's kind of a preemptive measure at this point. So I would try to play it safe for now. They say that, you know, if things go the other way and the ban stays in place, and of course those signs will go back up. So that's something that residents should be on the lookout for.
Interesting, kind of in a gray area at the moment. Josie Hart live for us in Modesto with some very cool cars behind her. Thank you. Now, an assembly bill is also being considered to lift a ban on cruising across the state. That is set to be discussed tomorrow at the state capitol.